All right, for the next edition of Vlogging About It, faith. I'm getting ready for the sermon on tomorrow, and I'm in this whole series of Got Faith. And the whole purpose is that I believe that we have a faith muscle, and the only way you can lift more is if you grow your muscle. And just from the standpoint of anatomy, muscles only grow when they're torn. And when you tear muscle, it can produce soreness. So just kind of one of those introspective checks is to see where God has continually made you sore, because likely He is growing your muscle of faith so that you can faith for more. But now I just want to point out in this edition of Vlogging About It is that there's a difference between faith and hope. Faith is about the present, and hope is about the future. Faith is about the present. Hope is about the future. So when I have faith for something, I'm not hoping that it will happen. Because in the text, Hebrews 11:1 says, and it is the evidence of things not seen. But when I have faith for something, I'm saying I might as well go ahead and have it. Now, the problem is that people faith for what is not in the will of God. And whenever you're faithing for what God has not already ordained, put in place, set purpose or destiny for, then it likely won't show up. So could your faith be broken? Could you not have enough faith, or could you just simply be faithing for the wrong thing? So here's a tweak. When you're walking in faith, when God is growing your faith muscle, you have to act like, walk like, talk like, and think like you have it now. When you go back and you take a look at Hebrews 11:1, now faith is the evidence. That's present tense. It is the evidence. It's the foundation. So I have to have a mindset, a disposition for it already being done. I'm faithing for it now. It's in the present. I can hope for what God has already promised me in the future, but I have to act like it's now. No better way to illustrate this than the story I once heard. Lady was sick. She showed up. She wanted the preacher to pray for her. He prayed. Prayer of faith, believing that she was healed now. He declared it, spoke about it. And as he said amen, he listened to what she was saying. She started saying through tears, I can't wait till I'm healed. I'm believing God for my healing. My healing is coming. And he calmed her down. He stopped her, and he said, ma'am, faith is for now. Then he showed her 1 Peter chapter 2:24 that says, and we were healed by His transgressions. In other words, Jesus Christ had already completed and made healing available, but she was still living in the future tense as opposed to applying it for her now tense, her present tense. As soon as she got that one little iteration, that one bit of revelation, and it clicked in with her, she goes, oh, I already am healed. He said, now get up. And the woman got up. She'd been confined into a wheelchair. She got up and began to walk. And of course, it was a miracle, and joy set loose in that place. So here's my challenge. Whatever you have the legal right for, whatever you have the biblical parameters to faith for, believe it now. Make sure that it lines up with the will of God, that it is in the will of God, and begin to act like, walk like, talk like, think like, behave like it's already done, because faith is for now. It's your present tense. And I can hope for my future tense for what God has already set in order. This edition of Vlog About It. Till later. Peace.